My name is Margaret Ann Windsor. I was kidnapped from Buckingham Palace in '41, brought to Moulton, Alabama, and given the name of a twin, Peggy and Dempsey. I married the children. Both twins were dead, Peggy and Carl. Their mother had them out of wedlock, and she had killed them. And I was placed there. Grew up being told that was my name. In '83, during the political campaign, I was flown out to Larry Flint's because I'd written a medical malpractice book about mind control and programming people to shoot to agencies or people can control their decision making. You can do anything with it, make them die of natural cause, what it looks like it, or suicide, etc. Or go out and do mass murders. During this time, the man that shot Larry Flint in Lawrenceville, Georgia, I was doing the book in Marietta, and during the time, he was programmed to shoot Flint. So, Flint did an article in Hustler in '84, April of '84 issue, in which he said that I knew who was responsible for his shooting. So, now that I've got that a little out of the way, you can't tell in even 10 or 15 movies what was done to me on a daily basis, just flat out torturing me, chemical, psychological. But I'm going to show Larry Flint the Hustler magazine. It was during this time, just before I was flown out there the last time in October of '83. And by the way, the campaign I was in was to replace Dr. Urologist Congressman Larry McDonald from Atlanta. He was in the House of Representatives, and I had written about him in the medical malpractice book. Now we fast forward to '83, and the Korean jetliner he's on is shot down, and all aboard 200 some odd people went into the ocean and died. So here I am, after I'd written about him and had antifreeze put in me April the 1st of '80, and of course I never got the book published. But I started finding out my real name in '83, and my father is the real King Edward VIII, who married my mom, Georgia O'Keeffe's sister, Claudia Ruth O'Keeffe Windsor, commoner, Catholic, Irish American, and didn't sit well with some of the Windsors, but that's not really it. It was the New World Order, that the Freemasons that helped kidnap me and take down my father illegally. He wasn't married to Wallace Simpson. An impostor was used, and his own brother, Elizabeth's father, George VI, helped take down his own brother and kidnap me. I was born in '39. Now that I want to focus on what's been done to me I want to go back to that during the campaign, and I was flown to Flint's in '83. I was doing temp through Hawkins Agency, and I remember them telling me that the FBI and the local law enforcement, which would be Cobb County, who knows all of this, believe me, had come in and they were going to do background check on me and everywhere I'd lived and worked. So now I've gotten a letter from the FBI about an ongoing investigation. When I was doing the book, it was sent to me it was signed and everything June the 23rd of '79. So I'm going to go to when I came up here to Roanoke in October of '86. No money, no clothing, stripped of everything over and over, not able to get a job. So I'm literally on the street, and I resorted to living on the Appalachian Trail, which is cold. It's rough getting up there, the terrain, no food. People wouldn't help me. Really, I'm British, so that's been a joke for them. The fact they could kidnap a monarch. I'm Victoria II, the legal heir, not Elizabeth or her father or her brood. So it's been kind of a standing joke, but the agency, and that's the FBI that's involved in orchestrating all this, um, people are afraid of it, or they just don't care. So I came up here and I couldn't get a job. I stayed on the Appalachian Trail in such rough living conditions. It's horrible. But I found out when I came here that I'm allergic to chemicals, and that sounds simple to some people. What it does is I have an immune disorder, system disorder, and when I'm around certain chemicals, it makes me my immune system attack itself, and I get really, really sick. According to if I'm being soaked with the chemicals, and can't get away from them. That's the only way if it's your home and your environment, and it's inside your home, um, and you can't fix it. You just have to move or leave, or be so sick you die finally because it makes your kidneys fail. It makes your heart, your vascular system shut down, your veins break, which mine have totally, your liver, and your lungs. So that's where I'm at. I'm 75 years old. I can hardly walk or get up and down now. And I've been told that if I were put in a nursing home, that they'd really have me because there you can put the polyurethane in there and on your bedding and clean and spray with Lysol and all this stuff and get away with it. And I would be praying to die. So I want to show where they've controlled my living up here. Up in the tent, when I managed to get tents and sleeping bags, they actually came up there and would soak them, the tents and sleeping bags, to where I couldn't get in it. At times I would sleep in the lean-to shelters, which is horrible. There's snakes, there's rats, there's spiders, there's people, there's cracks where the wind comes up and freezes your backside. Anyway, so everywhere I've gone, the minute I go in, well, it's pre-planned. I'll go ahead and say it. So you're not supposed to tell all this that the agency puts, and they've done it for a long, long time, not just MK Ultra, but they put GPS tracking. They put it in dogs. Hey, they don't put it in humans. You're nuts. Just like I was going to show you him again. Timothy McVeigh, he said that the government put chips in him. I wrote about it in 77, 78. I worked for doctors who put it in a cardiovascular, one of the doctors was. He put it in a heart transplant. The patient was head of a huge corporation, so they had control of it. So I wanted to mention the agencies here because some of them are federally funded. They're HUD. So they made a pauper out of me and begging for a place to stay, and the law won't protect me. They're telling them to do it. And I can't even go to legal aid and get someone, an attorney, period. So I have no rights, not even to breathe fresh air. But I wanted to go to Edinburgh Square. That was one of the first places that I got into in '06. I was taken there. And it's HUD, Elderly Retirement here in Roanoke, Virginia. When I went there, I was so happy to have a place to be and cook and get out of the cold. And the minute I go in, the air conditioning, everything goes out, as it does in every place. So the point being, you can, maintenance and all this can come in as they please if you don't have the law working for you. They can come in and plaster and varnish and fix the air conditioning as a murder weapon. So you get the gist without me going further there. I'm trying to get this as short as I can. I'm not sure what good it's doing me other than I hope documenting it. But they've got me going back to places that I've been, and these people should be locked up. It's a conspiracy. It's an assault with a deadly weapon to me. And would you put a bee in the room and close the windows and doors, and turn bees loose on a person that's allergic to bees? and they're going to die, or peanut butter, force-feed it to someone who's allergic to peanuts. So that's what they've done. They've controlled my environment, and they've flat killed me. My body's ripped apart. But back to Edinburgh, I managed to stay there with the maintenance and with all these people knowing, and I'm going to show this letter, because I've had to go back here now this many years later, because right now I can't get up and down, and I don't know what I'm going to do. And they just pretend it never happened. Until you get them before court of law, they're not going to tell it, and I'm going to be dead, and nothing's ever been done about it. So I just went in here the other day, and you swallow any pride you think you have, and beg for a place to stay. And at first she told me, well, they didn't have anything. Well, I filled out an application anyway. They said nobody was going to die. They're my age or older, these people are. So then she calls me, and they do have something. Then she calls me back and says, well, you broke a lease. Well, here's the thing in all of this. I've broken a lease with the HUD. It's Edinburgh Retirement. It's Richfield and Salem, Roanoke, which is a really nice one. Had to break for the same reason. The cops go in, set it up, and they gas me. I mean, you talk about Germany. You should follow my footsteps. And this is done in plain sight with everybody's participation. That's the thing that's so, you just don't believe people would do that. In Bedford, Virginia, next door is Reverend Moore owns Joseph's Dream, and it's on Joseph's Way, and he's got a bunch of these all over Virginia and the Carolinas. And so he must have 23 or plus. So he's having to use federal funding there and guidelines, which has totally been broken with me, everything. But I'm going to show this, that Jennifer, I went back, and then she called me back again and said I'd broken the lease. I reminded her that, as if she had forgotten, that I was allergic to chemicals, and I'd had a letter from the doctor, and I broke it legally because they wouldn't fix it. But I want to get this across, they've deliberately put chemicals that are deadly to anybody in, so I don't know how I'm living. But I go and look at the apartment, and it was really cute. But then you have to get the conversations that are going on between the two of us that she would deny. She said to me, what if you move in again and sign a lease, and it happens to you, it's done to you again? And I'll say this, when I left the place, the same thing that happened when I moved in the first time. They come in and did landscaping. I no sooner got into Edinburgh. They paved, that's tar, in a close quarters all around, in a circle around the apartments. But after all that's done, they deliberately come in all the time, everywhere I've gone, and tamper with the air conditioning and make it to where deadly fumes come out. They come in and spray my bed and soak it with chemicals while I'm gone. They even get my sleeping bags in here that I've got locked up in the suitcase. And I'm going to have to make a second tape on this. I'm going to show the Hustler magazine. And I'm going to show Jennifer's letter here. This last one I just got. So now I'm going to have to do another